Shall we turn our sound on so people can actually hear us? Thanks, Ben.
That would be good. Have we been talking for this entire time and no one can hear anything?
So I walked into Sainsbury's, Asda, whatever it was, and when you look up at someone, you're like, I recognise you. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? And damn it,
Accurate.
I swore in the first few minutes. That means we lose anything from YouTube. Anyway, Chandler, thank you very much for your sub. Let me get on with this.
Did you just
So I looked up, and I'm like, I know you. And it was Cass. Cass has a doppelganger living in Leicestershire.
Oh.
An actual doppelganger.
And he said
no.
That's weird.
So it wasn't Kaz, it just looked so like him.
It was Cass. I'd have put money on it being Cass.
You were this close to tapping him on the shoulder and going, all right, mate.
Did you just sniff your fingers?
Bloody hell.
And we're on a hype train. Thank you, Ali, for your subscription.
You know why, don't you?
Thanks, Matt.
It's been almost a month since we've been on.
Kaz, did you just sniff your fingers?
Wait, thank you very much. You watched that hype train go. We're on 100%. I have no idea what it means, but choo-choo.
That's right, Ben. Mark, you should have asked him, have you ever considered reading out loud vape news?
I'll tell you what. It's been a while.
Go on. It hasn't it?
It has been a while.
Life.
Hey, it's good to be back, though.
Yeah.
We're live. We're streaming and everything.
Anyone else sweating like a Himalayan chimpanzee?
Like a doodah, yeah. Yeah, I don't. If you listen to the podcast, Dave Childs has come up with an interesting solution for keeping cool.
What podcast?
The vaguely vaping related podcast.
I saw that picture. That was scary and charming at the same.
Yeah. Basically, he's taken one of those USB fans and he's strapped it to the back of his desk, but underneath
to keep his nuts cool.
So it's straight at his bollocks. Yeah, basically.
See,
I've put it there so that the sound doesn't pick up. I can have the fan on, but it doesn't pick up on the on my mic.
You see, my answer to everything is ceiling fans because they make no noise.
Yeah.
Do you know the ones? Yeah. Do you know if you have an oscillating fan at the bottom of your bed, and it's like, hang on, there's a guard on that all fucking night. Put one on your ceiling, right? And it goes whoom, 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 whoom. But if you're my height, you've got to be fucking careful.
I was gonna say, yeah, I've done that. What was I doing in the kitchen? Because we got one in the kitchen. Yeah.
Ceiling fan or an oscillating fan?
A ceiling fan. Yeah, so I've got a ceiling fan in the kitchen, and I'm there tying my hair up, and there's this noise, and just as I'm brushing my knuckles into the fan.
Anyone else love to see Chandler being swung around the kitchen by his hair?
Yeah, it was that close.
I'd pay to see that again.
Oh,
Chandler. What are you drinking on and vaping on?
Joke of the week, by the way, goes to Mark, but it's not that good, so I'm not going to repeat it. I'm just going to leave it there. Just leave it in chat. But yeah, very good.
Now, for those of you on YouTube, Marsky wants to know, what do you call an heirloom vape pen? A family jewel.
But obviously,
I already have a feeling what kind of night this is going to be when Mark is already here.
It's going to be one of those nights. It's good. I like it. So yeah, any vapey jokes gratefully received.
Do we have a name for 23?
Who are you? He followed the stream
just before we went live.
Yeah, or earlier.
Who? What? When? Where? Why? What was the question again?
Fury 23. Why? Fury 23.
Was it Fury or Furry?
I think Furry is with 2 R.
Yeah, but the 23s could be. That could be replacing the second R, so it could be Furry.
Or it could be replacing this C or K or.
It is. It's
Funky.
Cassie's doppelganger. Oh, dear.
Oh, like it. Oh.
What are you vaping on? You got anything new? Furry it is. That's gonna stick now. Furry it is. But we do need to see the costume though. Do you recall? Do you recall the expo that year? That the same year in the next conference hall was a Furby convention.
Furby, you mean furry?
Furry.
Not
Not Furby.
Yeah, not Furby. Yeah. Furbies is something completely different. No, I missed that one.
Did you? Oh, it was
Yeah.
great. It was
Would have been fun
hilarious.
if it was a Furby convention.
A Furby convention. Now that'd be quite cool.
Mango
well, to be fair- To be fair, furry convention. How did I miss that? Because that'd be quite cool too.
I know. I wonder if it's like any other normal convention where there's loads of like humping and stuff. Do you think they have to have like rabies shots and stuff?
Yeah, it's now replaced by COVID tests. But same principle.
Yeah, rabies shot.
Anyway, sorry. Where were
Yeah,
we?
sorry, we digressed. Vaping on. Who were you talking to, by the way? Does it matter?
You, Chandler. Let's go with
Me?
you. You.
I've got my billet box. I haven't got my big drip tip on.
All of you that subbed have all got a fantastic set of dog emotes coming your way, all being delivered right now.
Choo choo.
There we
Hi.
go. Congratulations.
There you go.
There we go.
Look at that. I think there's this thing goes round to everyone that's subscribed, going click this button, and I think we all have been doing, which is pretty cool. Yeah, vaping billet box that says at Mizzou on that side, and has actually got a Haku in the in it. But hey ho.
I got rid of my billet box.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I just weren't using it. And what's the point in having it if you're not going to use it? How do you close the emote screen down once you've got it open?
I don't know. How do you open it?
I click 3 dots at the bottom.
No, what 6 dots? That says global. There's a little cross at the top next to the search for emotes box.
Not on mine, there's not.
Was there not? Is that because you're on a Mac?
No.
No, you're not on a Mac.
So Furry, the best billet bridge. Ooh, there are so many.
Right, mouth for direct lung. So far, Haku Riviera, Haku Zeta is pretty good. It's a very, very good vape. My only gripe with it is it takes up quite a lot of the burr, so there's not a huge amount of juice
Yeah, I
capacity
think
in it.
the mob as you're also saying, that's also a very good one. For some direct lunging and restricted direct lunging, there's nothing that comes as close to an RDA vape as the bridge by Wicked.
You own a mob, don't you?
Yeah.
Martin.
I did, and then that's actually UK and it hasn't come back yet. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
I was just being facetious.
No,
Yeah,
I'll
use the-
show you what I have when I get to my channel.
yeah. So for furry, I use the Karma for mouth to lung. So there you go. So yeah, vaping on that, and I've actually set up. So I've got my Geek Vape Aegis. Have I got that since it's been that long since we've had a show? Did I have that last time?
I think you did. I think you just got it.
I think I just got it. There you go. So yeah, waterproof, dustproof, malarkey. It's very good actually. It's holding up pretty well. And Squid Industries Peacemaker. I've stuck the bubble glass on because with it being a 30mm mod, why not? If it drops over, it's not going to smash the glass.
I think when you're saying bubble glass, the only question is why.
It was in the box, and I thought I don't think I've ever put the bubble glass on this tank. I'll give it a go. Yeah, and it holds a ridiculous amount of juice now because it is a huge bubble glass. But yeah, I love the Peacemaker. It's quite a good vape, and that is pretty much it. I mean, I've got the Vapor Giant Kronos, but there's no juice in it. It ran out, and I just couldn't be asked to fill it up. So I'm only using those two. Martin, what are you chugging on?
I'm still curious. Fury, Furry.
I
Who
know.
are you?
I want to
Who
know
are
who
you?
it is.
We're not proceeding until Furry tells us who he is.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Hey, you assume it's a he?
Could be a she. Mm.
Oh, it's a he.
Gender neutral.
Could be a toaster.
Non-binary. Martin, seriously, are you waiting?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Oh, for God's sake!
And delay and so on. So
A goal reference.
and French and friends in the same sentence, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, France scored. Well, actually, Germany scored no goal. So
Germany's golden on goal.
Did
Did you say it's Germany and France?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, Caliburn, as always,
Three.
sold. Just use, as always. I'm down to. I have 12 bottles left of the 20.
Is that all? You'll have to get some more.
Yeah, well. Also on the Winter Dragon Voyeur with the Narca
Ooh.
and some classic Miyako weak liquor. Last but not least, in honor of tonight, I filled the Imperia on the Datu with Ben's favorite liquid, Scully Bones.
Ooh.
Scully Gum.
Okay. What's that? What flavour? What does it
I know
taste
who
like?
Furry is. It's Harry. Now I got it. It's Harry first.
It's what?
Harry first. He plays in Hatters and so on.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Now the pencil. So lastly, Chandler,
Mhm.
I may need some. We may need to talk because I can't quite dial in the Zeta, which I have in the Chinoct LiPo.
Okay.
Can't quite get it to dial in.
Now, is that build wise, or are you having issues with it connecting?
No, it's connecting.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's nice and crackly, which is typical Zeta. Oh, it's.
Oh, Ben, I've left the insert out. I've put the insert in the chimney, the middle one. I thought it was too airy, and I just had either without or the big one. So, evening Gillfly.
Now it's a mech,
Yeah.
isn't it? You've got not got any. Have you got any?
Yeah, there's a board.
Have you got?
DNA.
There's a board. Oh right, okay. We'll change the voltage then, you muppet.
the voltage, the wattage.
The wattage. Well, yeah,
I've
that,
tried,
same
I've tried
thing.
that. Anything between 25 and 35, I've tried. 0.65.
Okay. What coil? What coil you got in?
Nano alien, so 2-core alien.
Oh, okay.
7 wraps, I think. 6 wraps.
Okay.
Oh, missing my mouth, but yeah, I don't even know what juice I have in there. Actually, I think it's just no, it's not this. Future juice,
Ah. There you go.
which is almost empty. But luckily, I have a friend here in Denmark who bought one last year and he hasn't even opened it. So I'm picking that up whenever I'm totally out.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, that's me, Marky.
I'm a bit boring tonight.
So what? Cigarettes?
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
I'm a bit boring. I've got one setup, and that is me. Had a new pickup, something that I've wanted for a while, never got
wait.
round to getting. Huh?
Which one is that? The Arise?
got something new.
No, it's not de-rise. Sorry.
Okay.
Picked it up at a steal.
Ah, I know what it is.
Tried it direct lung. Thought it was an absolute bag of shit.
Mm.
To the point I was ready to let it go again.
Literally scouring the market for.
Realised I could dial it right down, shoved a 1 ohm coil in, and mouth to lung.
Bloody hell, to keep you happy, you've got to be able to dial it right down.
So are you at 0.8 or?
I don't know how low it goes. If it's 0.8,
I'm just fishing for
Does it-
if you're actually satisfied with something that's above 0.8.
I think it is. I think it's one mil at most.
Clip
But
this.
it's a tight one. Hey,
Arf.
it's a tight one. So, Integra has got my thumbs up.
Oh.
Has got my thumbs up.
But you didn't get on with it direct lung.
Direct lung
At
was
all.
absolute shite, or RDL, or RTFTL, or whatever fucking shit they're calling it this week. As far as something that's tight as a tiger, it's good. For me, it's got no flavour. Anything less than mouth to lung, I think direct lung, it was shit.
Is it literally just turning the airflow down to nothing?
No, changing the coil as well. I've got a 0.4 in it.
Well, no, yeah. Sorry, no, I know you. Yeah, coil change, but I mean, otherwise, there's no restricted intake.
I had a 0.4 running Palmetto from the Bay, and I thought, oh my god, I don't know how to tell them. This juice is appalling, but it's really not. It's the tank is appalling. From anything less than mouth.
So you tried a new juice with a new tank.
Yeah.
And went, don't like this, and it turned out to be really flavour was nowhere.
Shit. Absolutely.
Wow.
Good evening, Gareth. Good to see you. Anybody else tried the Integra on anything less than mouth to lung, or RDL, or RFTL, or whatever the shit you lot call it? But no,
I tried the Integra.
I'm
that
so
was
glad that I didn't. It was
rid.
It was going straight back out the door. But no.
Evening to Gareth and evening to John Fox over on YouTube. Thanks for joining in.
I really ought to open up the YouTube side of things.
We also have Andrew watching over on YouTube. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Thank you. Good evening. The courteous round to Matt Waits, of course. To Dale, our VIP. Ben, Mick, Fury, our new furry, and of course to Markski. Please keep the chat jokes floating, Markski. And Gilfly, also. Good evening.
As I was saying before the show, I feel as though I've suddenly got old. I was always... I remember my mum turning 40. And I remember thinking at the time as a kid, if I ever get like that, fucking kill me. And
Get like what?
like my mum was.
A woman.
Like my mum was. She was just so old and fluffy and fuzzy and just... I just think to myself, I'm not that far off 40. But if I get as woolly as my mum, shoot me. Shoot me. And I've got to 40, over the hill, and some. And I've never thought that I'm particularly old. I don't feel old. These past few weeks I've taken a, not necessarily a change in career, but I'm retraining in something. And I've had a lot of work to do. So I have my business to run. Also have this new qualification that I'm studying towards.
I'm curious, this qualification, is it just theory or also practical exercise? It's more because if it's prostitution, I would want to know.
The qualification is all theory at the moment. However, I am going out and adding a practical side to it as well.
So it is prostitution.
No, not quite. No,
Literally just going out to street corners and just hanging out.
No sucky. So,
But you know, there is like a subject on prostitution school where it's like learn how to say "I love you" in 57 languages. I've heard.
Eh?
What?
I'll stick with the hard hats and the fluorescent coloured jackets. So yeah, and then
I got the sun in my face. Can you tell?
yeah, I could see it on your head.
It wasn't just on my. I'm thinking, why is my forehead quite so shiny? Sorry, carry on, Mark, while I shut the blinds.
So I'm running my business. I'm studying. I'm going out, adding a practical sense to what I'm learning to help me learn better. And then I get ill. And I'm rough as fuck for a week. And then after that, I go and have my 5G injection.
5G injection.
And that put me on my arse as well. And then all of a sudden, I feel like I'm 75. I feel like an old man. I'm walking up the stairs and I'm like...
I think you hit the nail with the fact that when you looked in your mom, you thought, "Oh, damn, she's old." She probably didn't feel old. It's the same thing now. Darcy probably looks at you and says, "Oh, that's old." But you don't feel old until now, of course.
Fucking hell, all of a sudden I've got old.
I didn't feel old until okay. You guys ripped the piss out of me because I'm the oldest, but you know I don't particularly feel old.
What was the point that you
until-
felt old? Was it 60, 65? When did you feel old?
Like 165.
The point when I felt old was when I had a run-in with this young lad at work, and we ended up fronting up to each other, and he just went, "Think yourself lucky because I don't hit old blokes." I'm like, what?
You're desperately looking around for someone to go, hold me back, hold me back.
I'm desperately looking around for someone to go, who do you mean old bloke? Who are you going to hit? I'm like, what? Oh, man.
I'd have dropped him. I'd have literally dropped him.
Had it not been literally slap bang in the middle of the office.
Honestly, I'd have dropped him and then gone, this old man just put you on the floor, mate. Honestly, I'd have paid to see that.
No, I'm not actually, you know, I could understand yourself that, you know, it was 9'6", probably. Me, myself, 6'1", big drink of water, you know, probably might have, you know, tickled his cheek a little bit and then he would have put me on the floor.
But you'd have... okay.
To be fair, one of the managers afterwards was like, I was so hoping, no offence to you, I was so hoping that you were going to hit him. I wanted him out. Okay, if I hit him, I would have been out as well. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah, Ben, 2.5 millimeter ID coil as well in the seat. Yeah. Well, should we play a game? A little game?
Shall we play a game?
Yeah. Guess who's the oldest?
Spice it up. So just gonna recap because it's been a while. We are gonna, if you want to play, we're gonna play the game called Vape Bin, which is the version of Shag, Marry, Kill. So you'll
avoid. Shag, marry, avoid.
Shag, marry, avoid, or kill, whatever versions. So you are being presented with a device, a vape item. Imagine that you're getting it in your hand totally for free, and you have one thing you can choose, which is the first thing you're going to do with it. Whatever you do afterwards, we don't care, but the one choice is the first thing you do with it. Now, it's a bit of a category tonight. We are in the...
Keep talking, something's gone wrong.
So we're what people would refer to as the ball.
Sorry, Mark,
section.
I don't think anyone's noticed.
It's it's actually all devices that are all new. Pretty much
Very new.
instantly hit the market. Well, except for one, but one is really hot still. They all take the borrow tank, except for one that only takes the bridges that usually go in the borrow tanks. But it's also a new device. So Vulcan Grip. What is Vulcan Grip?
I saw that.
Death grip.
It's
Vulcan
wrote
a
Death
the
grip.
borrow device. The Vulcan Lust is not out yet, Dale. So that's not in here.
Is it the Vulcan neck pinch?
So I'm just curious which one Mark is going to pull up first. They, as far as I know, they actually the ones I chose all are DNA 60. Well, Gareth, if that's what floats your boat, feel free to put it in the bin.
I'm gonna go alphabetically, Martin.
If the people over on YouTube if you wanna vote as well, please do. We will try and account for your votes, but they're not being automatically picked up by the system. So the first one we have is the Aspire box. Affordable, clean looking device. No clue what it costs, but would you vape it? Would you sell it? Would
About
you
80
bin it?
quid.
As the first
90
thing. If you would vape it and put it in the bin afterwards, then it's vape. If you would vape it and sell it, then it's a vape, and so on and so on.
It's about 90 quid. Yeah, 80, 90 quid. And I got talked out of buying one.
What? You can't even get them yet? Are they out?
Yeah, no, they were on. They've been on pre-order for about.
Oh, fuck pre-order.
Yeah, they've been on pre-order for a fortnight, and Dave from the podcast has pre-ordered one. I was gonna pre-order one, and he's like, "Do you really need one? You've got a billet box." I kind of went.
I mean, I'd even vape it and then throw it in the bin afterwards.
Yeah, but Dave's had an email today. He literally sent a message today going, "They've arrived. They are out for delivery." So people will start getting their hands on them this week.
So the beauty is they'll be on Hatters within a week.
Yeah, actually,
John,
good
and
point.
YouTube,
Hadn't thought of
if
that.
you want to vote, just put the number referring to the option. You don't need to put the what you want to do with it. Just the number.
They'll be on Hatters within a week then.
You're right, that's a good
Which
point.
means
Right?
I'll be filtering them out before they hit Hatters.
But they won't be on Hatters.
Yeah, so
But yeah, once they start coming in, they will plot the same way that the Abyss did. Which is the point because they're an affordable, obtainable device. So
People think, well, for that price, I can afford to try it and give it a go.
as far as I've understood, the interesting part about this is actually the airflow and direction where it comes from, because it comes like from the big hole inside and from underneath. That supposedly changes.
Oh, is that hole on the side that on the picture? Is that the airflow hole?
As far as I know,
Ah,
not sure. But it does take the borrow tank, and then it also takes the different like tanks that you can use in Nautilus Coil, and there's a Cubics, which is a collaboration with Atmisu, a little rebuildable one.
Yep.
And all the tanks that come with, at least for the reviewer, they have like the plug inside that you can pull out with pliers, and then you have more capacity because lines and so on.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it is a mix with the borrow, and we've had this on the show before, and like previews and so on.
And the mix is good. I like the mix. The only thing that pisses... Sorry, let me just get rid of this image a second. The only thing that pisses me off about the mix is the faffiness. I'm guessing it's like any side-by-side. The faffiness of taking it off. And you'd never use it to, like, re-wick or anything like that. Because it's just a faff. It's just a faff. But no, I really like... I like the mix. It's a good, solid, chunky. It's our eat. Has anyone else got
a mod that they just purely use for building on, and that's it?
Yeah, which one? Joytech, 21700, lots of power.
Yeah, my Punk Tesla. It's not the most practical as a build deck. It's a single battery and it's quite tall.
What I never understood is ATI stands. I know you can use them for presentation, but building on a header stand, so you would have to put your RDA or RTA on the build stand, put in your coil, then you have to pulse it, then you have to take it off and put it on either something that will pulse it or a mod and then pulse it and then cools down. Do you then take it back on the build stand, or?
I can understand the build stations a little bit. I know SVB, Nigel Moxon, built he basically took one of his mods, put it sideways and put the 510 here with a DNA board.
And the board and screen.
Gilfly, what hammer have you got? I love the Hannah mods, depending on which one it is, of course.
Oh, I heard hammer. I heard hammer.
I heard hammer as well. I'm like, what hammer have you got?
This reminds me of Diddy. Where is Diddy? Diddy, where are you? Come.
Banhammer.
So that's a definite vape, and we also have
just before we close this one down, Chandra, have you tried the Abyss yet?
No, I haven't.
Is it one you're interested in trying, or? I haven't got one to offer you, but
no. But why?
Are you curious? Because I am.
I am curious, but I've had so many people go, oh, they're not. I was disappointed with it. It leaks. It's awkward, and basically, like you, like
David, they both recently got it, and I think Ben also has one, maybe.
Mm-hmm. But it was, and again with hatters, there were so many that were kind of appearing on hatters. I kind of thought, well, if people are buying them and then selling them off so quick, there's got to be something wrong with it.
That's because so many are buying them because they were affordable and obtainable. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people were buying just to see, was it something? And then it was like, it really wasn't. Then we'll set it on straight again. So that's purely the reason.
Yeah, I haven't really looked into them that much, but basically the only difference is it's a custom tank that just takes a borrow in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
then there's a difference in it has this lever below where you can adjust the airflow.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Supposedly one of the biggest pros of it, as far as I understood from Matt the other day. Or last. 72 quid at the moment in the UK.
What's that for the Abyss?
Yeah.
You see, I wouldn't.
And that's brand new.
I wouldn't pay 72 quid. I think, like Ben's just said, I don't even think I'd pay 50 for one. 40, I think, would be my limit as a morbid test.
As a morbid test. No, I'm with you on that, but it's one of those things where you wonder whether when you've got it and you try it, if you like it, you suddenly think, well, actually, I would have paid.
Yeah, but as a
that
gamble,
bit more for it. But
as a I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, you're quite right.
40 is my limit on that. If anyone's got one for 40, let me know.
I'm more inclined to go with the Aspire, the box, because it takes the borrows. I've got the Atmos, the vape shell, the vapes now.
That's the one reason I kept my I kept that. I sold the billet, but kept that just for the box.
And because it was a gift.
Yeah. And it was a gift, yeah. But I was given permission to sell it, but
yeah. So the go. It looks like it was a vape. The box. I think that's why I was more inclined to go with the box, because you can borrow straight out of the what I've got with the
John
billet.
Fox has a point. The business is okay. Pros or the more experienced, they are maybe better at dialing in their airflow. But for a new user experience, the airflow is pretty simple to dial in and play with the way it's set up on the outside. Again, referring to what Matt has told me. Let's move on to the next one, Mark. So I've got no clue in what order they are.
Let's go for, and I'm glad this next one's next. Ben, this one's for you. Christ or bucket? That's a big photo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's the
Obviously
Delro D60, and you're only getting one of these, but you can choose if you either want a white one or a black one. But Delro D60E,
If only they did one in Alton.
One exists, but they've never produced one. I think. Well, maybe one or two given to French or something like that.
I'm pretty sure you can get. I'm pretty sure you can get an SXK one in Alton.
I was going to say, I'm sure I've seen some for sale that looks exactly the same as that, but Alton.
They have just copied them. But actually, mentioning the SXK, should have brought that in because you know what they've done. In the original Delro, the D60, there is an 1800 mAh battery. Guess what's in the SXK?
Hang on, folks. Do not. Right, I'm just going to cancel this. You can all vote again.
Why? What happened?
I fucked it up. Right.
So in the SXK,
let's go again.
They've actually put in a 2200 milliamp 5-volt battery. Yes.
Oh, that actually makes sense. Makes a bit more. Yeah, that was the only thing that puts me off.
And you can get it with like some V70 board or something, which was like $98. The one with the Evolve board and Evolve DNA 60 board, it's $139. It's
yeah.
There we go. Much better. We're getting much more honest results now.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair play.
Okay. For tonight, we can actually keep this option for the rest of the next also.
Shall we keep these going? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be vape, sell, bin, flip. Okay. I'd vape it again if I was given one for free. Wasn't that bad?
Yeah, that was. I like the looks of the thing, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's really nice. And then I found out it took an internal lipo, and
that's the only
I don't
thing
know why.
Puts me off.
Puts me off.
It's not that bad, and even though you don't use a fast charging port, it actually charges pretty quick.
You see, I think for me it's worked pretty well because I am mouth to learn 12 watts.
Yeah, definitely. And honestly, it's real comfy in the hand. It's lightweight, so and because it doesn't have the weight of the 18650 battery, that doesn't add to the weight. So the device is the device, and yeah, front airflow.
Question is, Martin, do you regret selling yours?
Yes and no. I sold it to my friend who was really desperate for one, so I let him have it for the same price I paid for it, with a buyback clause and shit like that. But he's never letting it go. So do I miss it sometimes? Yeah. Now that I've gotten the knocked, not that much. But again, if I was given one for free, I'd probably use it a little bit and then maybe pass it on again.
If you were given a schneidy little clone, would you use it? Would you?
Yes. Oh, who said that?
What was that?
I mean, if I was given a clone, I don't know if I would per se use it, but I'd at least test if that is it actually quality.
Yeah.
But I would never buy a clone. So
no.
Well, the clone issues, it is a really tough one. I can understand why billet box
this
Delro are so hard to get hold of. I mean,
but actually,
you have to go onto their website at like 2:00 in the morning, and as soon as it drops, you have to buy it, and they've sold out within like 30 seconds.
Here's a new thing. They recently had a drop. I think it was on the Friendly Clipper website where they actually had a 3-part drop. So I think they released in total 100 Delros. It was like the biggest drop ever. But like there was an amount ready now, an amount where you had to wait, I think, 3 to 4 weeks. And then an amount where you had to wait 6 to 8 weeks, but you could pay for it, and then you would get it in whatever group you landed in.
Yeah.
So it was a bit crazy. But maybe also shows that they know that the market out there is challenging with all the other devices coming out.
Yeah, I mean, at least with a billet box, I know they're not shipping to the UK at the moment. I was going to mention that later.
Oh, don't they at all? I saw that they've said like national shipping is like over $100.
National shipping, shipping from the States at the minute is, because of what it is, it's costing them over $100 to ship it. So they're telling international customers not to buy them.
But what,
But-
like
but
100
prior-
bucks, that's like 10 quid or something, isn't it? Like the exchange rate. $100, that's like 10 quid, isn't it?
About 8.
Yeah.
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 Well, depending on what bank you have.
But yeah, at least you could go on the Billet Box website and they've got them in stock. You can go, I'll have that one, click buy in the basket.
Yeah, but you can't do that. Those drops are also selling out.
Yeah, they do as well. But
But they're extremely cheap. They're like $264. That's the lowest ones.
oh, on Billet Boxes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
between $264 and $299, I think. The new ones they're releasing, and they do different colors per drop and so on. And it's every Saturday at 3:00. No, I think.
Yeah, recently when I've been on the website, they have had Billet Boxes in stock that I could have bought. But yeah,
Well, this is I think you can close it. It's a flip with a side of vape.
with the side of vape.
I appreciate you all being so honest that you wouldn't just sell it, you would fucking flip it.
Well, hell yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No one's
don't-
polishing their. So next one, Mark. I don't know where we are alphabetically. We are within.
Well, just throw one up. Throw one up.
Yeah, we.
Whatever it is, we don't care.
Oh, H, of course. So this is the Harbo R60.
Ooh.
So again, DNA, the Boro is coming in sideways, so it's a little bit wider, but then also slimmer, a little taller because the board is in the bottom, and you can actually swap out. It takes Billet Box buttons; they fit in there.
Billet Box
Really?
bottles?
Yeah. Buttons.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said bottles.
Billet Box buttons.
Yeah. And I think RRP is around like $400, something like that.
Mick, with the Delro, Abyss and Box, the BB has to come down in price. I think the thing is with the Billet Box, they go through fits and spurts. They go through 1 minute you can't get them for shit, and then the next minute they're like rocking or not rocking or shit. They're all over the place. You can't give them away. And
I'd say you're partly right, Mick. With the Delro, it didn't come down in price because there were so many differences with that device. With the Abyss, that's totally the same. But all these new devices, they are bringing the Billet Box or making it more obtainable for people who want a Billet Box, and they're not being flipped for that much anymore.
unless you've got a 2021.
Now, also the 2021s, they're also not fetching that much interest.
They're not. Because at
Yeah,
one
a
point,
couple
they were
months
all
ago,
over M&M,
after
weren't they?
every drop, 3-4 days later, they would be on MMM, and $700, $800, $900. That's also declined now.
Well, have a look on Hatters at the minute. There's what 2, 3 on there live at the minute.
Yeah, but
And-
Billet Box, it peaked already last summer. That's where it started going down in the ranks, so to say, where it became more mainstream, and people who couldn't have gotten them before because they were so hard to get, they were able to get them in second hand, and so on and so on. So it floated down through the ranks, so to speak, in terms of who could get them. So, yeah.
But yeah, they used to fly off Hatters almost as soon as they went on.
Yeah.
Now they're hanging around a bit.
What did mine go for on the Expo?
150?
150. Mine went for.
But that was an 18 or 19 Dober as well with a scuff and a nick or something.
Yeah. Matt, Squonking's dead.
Why are you even wasting your time answering? I mean, nothing is dead and everything is alive. So it's just,
Yeah.
we are fortunate enough that we are in a situation where we can pick and choose pretty much anything. Just go back 3 years. A lot of things were limited. A lot of things weren't done. A lot of things were hard to get. We can get anything.
You've only got to take a look at a prime example. Some of the stuff that's on Hatters at the moment. Stuff that once upon a time you'd have cut your granny's wrist for.
Dendro.
Yeah, prime example. The Dendro. Once upon a time, that is practically,
Oh, it's gorgeous.
it is brand new. Once upon a time, you would have slit your granny's wrist to even get the opportunity to buy that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it is nice. It's lovely.
Mm.
Look at that button. That button.
Oh, listen to that.
Sexual. You know, once upon a time, you'd have paid, what, 9 grand?
1,500.
They were
They were
Four-
up between
four
like
figures, weren't they?
1,500 and 2,000 USD.
How much is that up on Hatters? I should know. I put it up. How much?
400? No. Yeah,
400.
400.
Is it 4 or 3?
4.
400.
And for those
Crazy.
who have not held one or think what the fuck is up with that shape, it's really comfy in the hand.
It really is.
Yeah. So I think you can close that. Oh, let's see if John has voted. John, have you voted over on YouTube? Because you may be the decider in
Oh, yeah.
Vape. John,
You'll have to wait till
As Andrew voted on YouTube.
John, Chris, Andrew, have any of you voted? You could be the deciding.
Matt. I'm sorry. Did you just do a Ralphie's reviews comment? I've just spotted that.
A rip tripper.
Oh, was that a rip tripper or was that a?
Rip tripper.
I think it was a Ralphie
Smoking is
reviews.
dead, and vaping is the future, and the future is now.
We'll see what he has to say before I am. Anyway, yeah. So the I can't remember what it was. The Harbo.
It's a vape
Horrible.
because John, he voted 1 over on YouTube. Thanks for your vote, John. So it's a vape. Vape.
It's a very nice looking thing. It looks 3D printed, but
There's actually a function when you take out the door, which is like the real white part, you can see it surrounding the buttons and so on. Below the 510, you can actually adjust it. Like
Okay.
you can in the stash box and so on. Little finicky detail.
is there anything? Is the burrow? You literally just slide it in, and it's just being held in place by the
nut or the
nut at the top. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's actually, you can see when the one lying down is actually open.
Yeah.
Whereas the Mac one they did, that was fully closed in front of the borrow glass.
Okay. Do you know what bugs me about that photo?
Go
Looks
on.
as though some dirty yellow juice has leaked out from the 510 at the top from where the drip tip is. It looks like some filthy, dirty custard has leaked its way out. And you know what? That bothers me because I know after owning it for 3 weeks, that's exactly how mine would look.
Mine wouldn't look white like that. Let's be fair.
Mine would be
It
covered in
really wouldn't.
gene stains, covered in blue and
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the with white Delrin, isn't it? I don't know.
right.
I suppose
Next
it white's
then
clean.
begins with an I.
An E and I.
Sorry, that's having a child that learns the alphabet wrong. I, yes. Fucking I.
Eh.
So the Ion, the Ion or
Ooh.
Ion box from Protocol. in
I've not
Spain.
seen that. Where's that come from?
Spain.
Ooh,
So
is
this
it
is
new?
a 18650 device with DNA 60 again. The screen is on the front. You have the ball on what I would maybe call the wrong side because usually, well, I don't know. It's actually the same place as in the billet box. You only have airflow through the front and the back, not from the side.
Oh, okay.
I like the drip tip. Give us a price point.
360 euros.
2 or 3.
I saw one
Three.
that was put on
360.
MMM today, which was currently before the show at $1,150. So just for reference for flipping at the moment, apparently.
What?
Yeah, they're being released very limited quantities. Besides, of course, the backdoor selling and friends and family and all that. But like, yeah, the recent drops they were like 1,000 people joined in, but that's because it's free to join the drop. And then
Yeah.
top 5 won one out of 1,000. So
Top 5. They only had 5 mods.
they had 5 and 1,000 people joined. Of course, out of those 1,000, a lot of people they joined for others and so on, like it always with open drops.
What's it
call up
made
tender
out?
mates.
That is that powder coated or anodized
It's
or
Delrin.
Delrin? That's what puts me off.
Yeah.
It is.
You see, to me, it looks like right. Ignore the style of it, but does it not look like a Smock M80 as far as the finish goes?
I mean, I don't know.
It looks mass. Some of these newer ones that are coming out and they've only got short runs. They don't look like some of these Stabwood mods. You can go, oh, this is handmade. He carves everyone by hand, which is why they've hardly got any.
It's to, I wouldn't say copy, but it's following the steps of the billet box. It's the accessories that make up the mod. So you make the mod pretty standard, and then the accessories they start coming from different makers. You can swap out there's like a what's it called, like a faceplate, which is surrounding the button and over the screen. You can swap out that. That's being made, and also then the door.
Yeah, but that's not true because the basic box is still 360. It's still billet box price, and I can understand that in the billet box is made out of a lump of billet, and Stabwood mods are made by hand, and I can understand it's like, well, it needs to be 360 quid because of the labour that's gone into it. But some of these ones, I mean, stick that next to the box.
To be fair, £1 million CNC machines probably turned it.
Yeah, but they've not bought. Possibly, it's just that I can understand a handcrafted mod. You know that materials wise, it doesn't cost anywhere near that. If you broke it down into the price of the bits, it doesn't cost anywhere near it, the price that you pay for it, because it's all the labour and the love and the craftsmanship and the polishing and the carving and all of that. So that's why it's 300 whatever.
Do you know the sexiest thing about that?
Go on.
Battery?
No, the drip tip. That is a nice drip tip.
It is a nice drip tip.
I don't know. It's not the drip tip that comes with it.
Oh, is it not?
No, it doesn't come with the drip tip.
Oh, fuck's sake. Hang on.
The
doesn't come with a drip tip. What?
No. The Harbor did come with the drip tip, the white one you saw, or the black, if it's black one. But this one, I don't know. Maybe Ben can confirm if it's a bridge.
Oh, it's a Panda.
And it's called the bridge. It's not called the Panda. F's sake.
The Panda drip tip.
It's the bridge drip tip.
A bridged.
I do like that drip tip. I do like that drip tip very, very much. The rest of it, nah. I think I don't get me wrong. I'd give it a blast. I wouldn't bin it. I'd vape it. But then it'd go on MMM, I think.
But if you've got something like that, and it's got to be an incredible vape, knowing that it's worth triple what you paid for it.
I mean, it does come in white as well, and of course, the white is already is more sought after than the black. So yeah, it is what it is. I think we can safely say that that's the vape.
It's also very racist.
David Leonel on YouTube says smoking kills, vaping saves lives. Can't argue that.
Oh, go with that one.
So,
but,
Mark, just kill it off.
But Squonking's dead. Mouth to lungs the future, and the future is now. And anyone that dares to go against me can get in the bin.
No. Squonking is dead. Mouth to lung is the past, and CE4 is the future.
CE4.
Definitely.
Yeah.
As soon as you can
it
still
all goes in circles, so it's bound to come back.
Well, you can still buy a CE4 cartomizer in the garage across the road.
Oh, Phil has woken up.
Morning, Phil.
Sorry, good morning.
Hey, Phil.
Let's move on to the next one. I don't even know where we are.
Yeah. This is good. I'm enjoying this. I didn't realize there were so many
These are all
borrow
new.
devices. These are all new.
These are all that have
Oh
come out
my
within the last couple of months.
God.
So this is DNA 60,
Ooh.
18650, but it's the Meta. And the fun thing about this is that it takes a borrow. Then it also comes with a squonk bottle and the kit thing, so you can make it into a squonking device. We've had this on the show before when it was in the preliminary stage.
Really?
And pictures and so on, but they have been released now, and I think there's
Oh,
about 20,
so
20, 30 out.
So the nut at the top turns into a 510.
I was thinking
Yeah.
exactly the same. Those threads look rough as fuck.
Yeah. It does. And
I'm
there's a little
I'm
bottle
going
which is
in.
actually.
I'm going
But you
in.
want to hear the fun thing, Chandler?
Yeah, go on.
So not only does it have a bottle, which I think is like 4 milliliters, on the bottle, top of the bottle, there's actually a little arching device. So you can actually take that little thingy and you can actually put it in a fucking billet box because it fits the place of the borrow.
So you could have a squonky billet box.
In theory, I don't know if it works with how the nut and so on, but
Well, yeah, of course it would. I mean, if it takes a borrow and they've created this squonky thing, then obviously, presumably, that is going to fit into any other borrow
you would
device.
need a nut with a threading inside, so I presume that's with it, because otherwise the device doesn't make sense.
So long as the threading on that thing is exactly the same as the threading on the billet box.
Yeah, but it will be a nut. Yeah. Presumably,
Yeah,
I have
threading's got to
but
be.
that's
Then,
the
yeah,
idea because you can actually take it out and use another device, as far as I know.
yeah.
Someone may or not confirm that. So yeah, price point. I think we're around. I actually have no clue because most that have gone up have been on pre-order that people paid back in. Hold your horses, December.
Is there a board on there? I can see there's up and down buttons.
Yeah, DNA 60.
Oh, is the screen underneath?
That's actually a good question.
I was just trying to work out where the screen
It's
was.
somewhere, but there is a board.
That's quite a nice looking thing, actually, isn't it?
And Mark, we're getting seasick in this.
Huh?
I'd sell it.
Ah, simple things.
I'd sell it to Chandler for $5.
So did anyone say how much it was? Did I miss that bit?
I'm guessing between $400 and $500, but I actually have. I don't know. Again, we're talking dollars, so. And it is versatile. So, but only those that have gone out through the pre-order, which again was back in December. So I don't know if they paid a pre-order price or something different like that. But we've had it on several times. We had it on when it was still in the cat stage, way back in like last year. So
I love how everyone waits for me to go 4 and then everyone else follows. But you're going to tell me these are Delrin as well, yeah?
No, this is, as far as I know, this is aluminium.
You sure? It's not Delrin coated aluminium.
No, and it should be aluminium as far as I know.
To me, forgive me, are they friends of the show? Who is it?
It's Ground Cloud.
I'm sorry, they look cheap as fuck.
The ones that did the air and
I like the looks on it, but
it's got
if it costs more,
it's got £100. It's £100 box.
The bigger, I would happily pay 100, maybe up to 150.
No.
But
you have to. The only ones that can keep the price down with the chip, with the DNA 60 chip like that, are the Chinese, because they go out and say, we buy you from you now 10,000. So smaller models, they will never get in the quantities to get a better price.
So for me, send it to China, get it made, because that would sell in Flawless. That would sell.
Yep.
In SMKD, that would sell on your high street stores all day long.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they also do, but just for more.
Yeah, maybe they do, but I'm sorry, that is not a $400-500
No.
But this is a device that's of course highly clonable, because it's pardon my French, so simply made, and it has the versatility.
If it was 500 pesetas, I'd be pissed off.
the whole idea of the billet box, the whole reason that the billet box exists in the first place is because somebody wanted a small. The brief was about the same size as a packet of fags for them to put in their pocket, carry it around to work, and all day carry. And billet box, you are pushing it at about 300
and
quid.
have the tank protected so you didn't crack the glass or anything.
Yeah.
That's where the borosilic.
Yeah. That's why it's all inside. Yeah. It was a workman's mod to take on the building. It was supposed to be durable. It's supposed to be designed to be bashed around. And 300 quid, that's a lot of money just to get battered around.
But then it took on the experience of before we could accessorize with maybe tank sections or caps on RDAs and drip tips and beauty rings. That's pretty much it. Some mods you could get maybe buttons for it to accessorize it. But that was pretty much it. The customization possibilities with the billet box is also really set it off. You can make it was easy to make accessories for it. That's why so many were able to do it. And you can have one that said Bob and one that says Hulk, and you can do anything possible with those accessories. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was for me for a successful borrowed device. It needs to be cheaper than a billet box, not more expensive.
John, did you vote? Or was that A1 from the previous one? I think that was from the Harbor. I don't think John voted. So let's call it a tie between sell and flip. Some will sell it at a reasonable price and some will flip it. All right. Hey. Generally, you could have mine for a $5.
I can have what?
You could have mine for a $5.
Oh, okay, fine.
So, Mark, which one is next? That's got to be the mother of all. And then I don't know what the B stands for.
Hang on a minute. Before we start, is this one going to be more expensive than the billet box as well?
I presume some of you Brits would know the price. This is the only one in the bunch that doesn't take the borrow, but it takes most of the bridges out there.
Oh.
For me, it looks like some kind of an amalgamation, but it's kind of Hellfire-esque in my opinion.
What does it take if it's not
Hellfire? The Hellfire Moab.
Oh, that's why then.
Where they've made like their own tank, which looks like an asthma inhaler, something like that, and that's apparently called the A tank, which another type of tank is also called.
Okay.
360, is that euros, Ben?
So this is what, Hellfire mods?
This is Hellfire.
Oh, okay.
Hellfire.
I'm gonna.
Should be pounds if it's Hellfire, because they're
Hellfire mods. Let me have a look. I'm. Oh, great! I've got to set my date of birth. It never believes
360
me.
without that.
What's it called?
Moab.
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 Mods. Moab. Ah, there it is. 462 quid. Moab AOLA Diamond 432. So, yeah, they're not cheap.
But wait, does Hellfire, do they count in pounds? They're in Ireland, aren't
Yeah, they're Ireland, so they'll be pounds.
Ireland, that would be euros.
Pounds.
In
Northern Ireland.
Are they in Ireland or Northern Ireland?
I think they're Northern Ireland.
Oh, okay, then, yeah.
Let's have a look. Have they got an address on the website? It doesn't say. It's UK VAT registered, so presumably it's a UK company.
Oh, well.
There you go.
Maybe they just put the mother company in Ireland for the tax evasion, stuff like that, like all the big ones do. So yeah.
Yeah, no, they're missing out on their sausages at the moment. That's the only problem.
John, your vote is noted. That didn't change the outcome of the last one. If you want to vote for the Moab, please do so. And actually, what you can see in the picture is actually a mob inside a Moab. Just for if you're stumbling. Ireland is Euro, even Northern. Is Northern Ireland Euros? What? Is it?
Yeah.
Northern Ireland's is pounds.
No, Northern Ireland's euro.
Why? Why?
What?
When?
I'm sure Northern Ireland's euro.
No.
No, but it's still part of the UK.
Ireland is you can get Irish pound notes. Yeah, it's still sterling because it's UK.
And if you
For
type
now.
in Northern Ireland euro, all I'm getting is fucking football. So I'm going to quit on that.
That was 5 years ago.
Yeah. Northern's GBP. Southern is euro.
The tank. Oh, that's cool. It's all right. I'm still looking at the Moab.
Have you found a picture of the tank which looks like an asthma inhaler?
It looks like a very tiny washing machine. It looks, it wouldn't look out of place in a doll's house as a washing machine.
Oh, apparently we have some geographical news. Apparently in Derry, it's mainly euros. Only some places except sterling.
I can imagine it's multi.
Where is Scott and where is David when we need them?
Yeah, I know.
I think David is in Kinellan, if that's how it's pronounced. Kinellan.
I don't know. I always say Kilkenny.
Yeah. So there we go. I haven't voted. But...
Oh, sorry, Chandler. What were you going to vote?
That's all right. I was going to flip it.
Flip it, so that would have been 3 at 33 point. Oh,
no.
3,
Too bad.
6. Yeah.
It's halfway going in the bin. So
yeah, it's a nice looking thing. Interesting. I've always thought with the Borrow that you could just make a device that took a bigger Borrow, a bit more juice capacity.
Oh, I just remember I forgot one that actually takes a bigger Borrow. I forgot to put in the key because they made the Mega Bones, which is so mums who make the key. Yeah. They make the Bones Borrow, which is totally closed from the front.
Mm-hmm.
But they've also made the Mega Bones, which has a bigger capacity. I think that only fits in the key, as far as I know.
Okay.
That's also DNA 60 or die codes, but I forgot that one. So.
There. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just reminded you of that.
Yeah, but that actually takes a bigger Borrow-esque tank.
Yeah. But it's...
Next up, we have, and I chose this color just because I can, the stash box.
Oh, which what?
So not DNA 60, but DNA 75.
Yeah.
But still 18650 if we're talking the normal stash box, and I believe this is. I can't see from the size if it's the bigger one, 21700. But again, front-facing Borrow. You have a little compartment below where the Borrow sits. That's why it's called the stash box, as most people probably know. You have a little stash below. The entire front plate comes out, and then you have a little compartment. Some have even 3D printed like that. Some like little inserts that could hold like a Borrow, for instance. A bridge, or it could hold airpins.
Or so like 5 grams of coke, or
I'm not going into that.
Yeah,
you could stash something in there.
Okay, right. Important question: how much is the bloody thing?
Oh, it's actually pretty cheap. It's in dollars. It's I'm thinking $330.
I love the way you're pretty cheap. Never tallies up with my pretty cheap.
Well, for the device.
Yeah, I know. I do understand. It's got a DNA in it.
Yeah, $300. Yeah, correct. Thanks, Ben. It looks like a TARDIS. Is that because
it does? Actually, a little bit. It does look like the TARDIS. I like it now.
Do you know Leicester was the only place to have a fully functioning TARDIS, and I think it's still there now.
We've got Sheffield has still got a fully functional police box,
Yeah.
but it's green.
You see our TARDIS.
We've got a green one.
Ours is blue and always has been.
Yeah.
Matt, what you have to remember is that actually not all people like metal mods. Some actually like mods in other materials, like wood or plastics.
I know. Tram Museum at Crouch near Matlock. They got donated a police box, and it's made out of concrete panels, so it's actually made out of concrete. And they wanted to paint it, and they got in touch with the police, and they went, yeah, police boxes didn't have a colour. Some places, that's why the Sheffield one's green. We've
They
got
were
wooden.
cream.
Yeah,
Original
we've got a
ones are
wooden
cream.
one. Yeah, so some places had them blue, some had them green, some had them red, apparently. So basically, they got in touch with the BBC and painted it the same colour as the TARDIS.
Okay.
So there you go.
General, I don't know how much you know about Boxmod Mafia, BMM. So they have these monthly drops, and then they've been going for years doing Nicely, Billy Club, which you may have heard of, 3D printed, all of it. They do these monthly drops, which since this one came out in February last year, I think was the first one, then it's just become impossible. But 2 drops a year, you can get them in colors if you win on the drops. The other months, just plain black. You have options for patterns and so on, but it's only the December and the June batch that you have an option to get the colored ones. So those are always even more popular.
You know what it
He
reminds
runs
me
like
of?
master list, and he has a virgin list, and does a lot to try to get as many people as possible to actually get a hold of them.
Reminds me. Do you remember the Boxer? I can't remember who made it.
Just about to say the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's. I don't know.
Same dirty looking fucking
Yeah.
juice
3D printed.
3D printed gash.
Yeah. You know that it looks absolutely amazing when you get it, but after 6 months worth of use,
Why
it'll
do
be
we
a
have
3
six
out of
people
10.
voting? Are you afraid to vote Flip? Just do it. We won't tell. It's only being broadcasted live to be watched afterwards.
You see, for me, I've never been shy about my disgust for 3D printed stuff.
Yep.
And for me, I had a Boxer. I had an original Boxer, and I think there were 3 cell, weren't they?
Were they?
The original Boxer was 3 cell,
Was it really?
and I had it.
Yeah, there was a dual cell. They did a 3.
The original was 3 cell.
The original was a 3 without a board, wasn't it? It was just a mech.
No, the one I had was a 3 cell. What's up with?
I'm sorry, guys. Phil, you crack me up. Phil just comes in straight away and just bins it. Yeah, and Ben, you weren't even the first owner. Ben says his polished one, which actually I owned before, and then he bought it from me. You can't fault the quality of the 3D print that they use, at least. But I acknowledge that you don't like the 3D printed, but it has a better quality feel than the Boxer 3D printed.
Okay.
If I was to pour juice on that, would it discolor?
No, I had
Really?
juice on mine. I don't know if mine was because mine was the polished one, but it didn't. It didn't stick. It was very easy to wipe and so on. I don't know which. Maybe Ben, you know which material it is he uses, but it's really sturdy, and it's really easy to keep clean actually. Especially at least the polished one I had. Maybe if you have like these engravings, maybe it will stick more in like where it's going down. So I don't know, but yeah. So Mark, I think you can close it.
Yeah, Matt in chat has kind of drummed it up. It's like if you can get a billet box cheaper.
Dual cell DNA. Is that the nicely, Matt? I think it's the nicely. Or maybe
Dual
it's
cell.
tiny.
Does he mean the dual send DNA Boxer?
Oh, the Boxer, of course. No, Ben, one of the best skwonkers ever regulated is still this. It's still the RSQ. You can't fault that. You can go put your billy club where the sun doesn't shine.
Okay.
Mark, close it.
I'm sorry, I like my top side. That's awesome.
We did have a vape from John over on YouTube, but I think it's still gonna end up as a flip. And last but not least, I think if we come to alphabetically in T, we have the Team Knocked Lipo. This one, which actually also can take BB buttons. Available at the moment in a clear and a frosted and an ultim and a smoked.
Just out of curiosity, how many
Great.
people think that it's a clone?
It does look like that. For a moment, I thought, isn't that the Delray?
But why? Because it's square and has a lipo. I'm just asking because the screen is in a totally different place.
I think it's the holes. You can see the
button.
lipo at the bottom. Yeah, it's
Button's in a different place. Even the charge port is in a different place.
No, I'm just asking the question.
Nah, fuck off. I know what you're implying.
No. I agree with. There's only so many configurations you can come up with when looking at you've got to get a borrow tanker board and a lipo. There's only so many ways it's going to fit.
And the panel is from the top and isn't full and so on. Yeah, fine.
Has Team Knocked ever done anything that's not been a knockoff?
Somewhat. I don't know if that answered the question, but
Alexa, office light
retail
on.
price on these versions, at least, I think all these 5, they were all $550.
$550.
If anyone is curious to get them. I actually have
But you
no
can.
idea.
But the piss coloured one at the back was only $250.
What? I don't know. Idiot.
All right.
Seriously, if it wasn't for the value, I knew I could flip it. No, fuck it. It's going.
That's fair.
It's going in the bin.
I mean, when I first saw the pictures, I was actually like, okay, this looks too squared. It's not going to be comfy enough. But you don't feel as if the edges are too sharp. Not at all. We remember the Hellfire, the Skronker they did, which was like literally like 90 degrees corners that were people were saying they cut their hands holding it.
I've got to
I actually like those sharp mods. Those.
You
Things
like the
that
pain of holding and squeezing it.
Well, yeah, it's not gonna slice your
Feel it
finger
going
off,
into the
but
skin.
yeah, it just feels sharp.
I've got to say, we've done a whole evening without a single Nurgle.
No, we're not done yet, Mark. Just wait.
What? From what? No one sent me anything else, therefore it doesn't exist.
Oh shit.
What do you mean no one sent you anything? Oh, crying out loud.
There's someone...
Tanner, get on it.
All right, I'm on it.
What have I missed?
It's all right. It's the same link that I send you every week. There's no difference to the link. It's exactly the same. I'll send it you again. It's fine.
Ah, dear.
I'd say if Tanner hasn't been on an adventure, then something is wrong.
Chambers IG adventure. Let's delete out last times.
That's all right. I've got it. Where have I? I had my. Must have closed it off.
Phil. You still awake, Phil? Look, I'll show you something, Phil. I need a pen. I got a pen case. Because that's the only thing that will fit in there.
He needs a blue pen.
Make me a pen, please. Huh, Mark? What?
That says he needs a blue pen.
Yeah. A pineapple pen, please.
Pineapple apple pen.
Don't confuse. It doesn't. If you make it yellow and blue, I will literally come there and kill you. We can't see you, Mark. Oh. I'll show it again. Mark had me covered.
I'm telling you, Lindsay needs to be doing these.
This is a tester one for, because this one came out a little bit too small because it was meant for the Caliburn, so it's gonna be toy as a toy. So here's the real one, a little bit bigger. It's kind of a faff to get in.
Are they neoprene or?
Yeah, something like that, like the Deshi pouches and something like that from this guy in Spain, who also then, I don't know why he faffed around with the picture I sent him, but then he made this, which I don't know what the fuck.
What's that? To store your head in?
What is that?
Bigger version of his pouches. He said, because he made this these are all testers for sizes. So he made this and he just used my picture as a. He said, "Do you have an iPad?" I said, "No." Okay, I'll send it to you.
So what? You sent him the image and he.
Well, it started out with the Caliburn.
But that's your image on there.
Well, it's the image I found and gave to him. It's the other image I've done that it's ripped off Google. Some abstract thing. No, I actually think it was one of those 1, 2, 3, and then he had to go and buy the picture. I think.
So he's been able to print that onto a fabric.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. Well, actually, I think we've talked about him before. The guy who's also done these.
Mhm.
And different stuff in Spain. Aren't you in the group? I invited you to the group.
Yeah, I am. But I didn't know what his process was. I didn't know how he.
I'm not entirely sure, but I know that he designs a lot himself, and then he takes on custom orders and people. They usually they come with an idea, and then he tries to design out from the idea. Sometimes they give him straight an image or more approximate idea.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, if anyone has an iPad for sale, then apparently I need an iPad because.
A very big iPad.
Well, now I have a. What else am I going to use?
And put your head in it. It could be like a crash helmet.
No, it's too small for that. So, but yeah, check out Nachtwerks on Facebook if you haven't already done it. Yes, it's German. 2 German words for a Spanish guy. I don't know. So.
Right, Chandler.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, what did the Nacht end up? Was it clip or vape?
Yeah, I'd definitely put it in the bin.
Okay, we'll go with that.
So, let's start with Coil of the Week.
Go. So I knocked these up last week because I thought we were doing something last week.
I got a message from Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Let's see.
Just the one, Ben.
Nice one, Phil. Oh, there we go. I have no idea what this is, but look at that.
Looks like an ECG. Like, bim, bim, bim.
Yeah, I mean, it's got
that looks vapeable, right?
Yeah, it does. I mean, you've got a flat wire in the middle that's framed by a couple of strands of wire each side with a wavy wire going through over the top of that, and then it's got this kind of staggered God knows what over the top of that. Yeah, well impressive.
Nice. Some coil art.
Yeah, I don't know whether it. I'm assuming that is a hit with a blowtorch. Quite interesting that the coil in the middle has gotten that beautiful colour turquoise, and each of them are all turquoise, which is kind of. Yeah. So
Nice.
there you go. Yeah, it actually does look vapeable, doesn't it? I don't know. That's going to be ridiculous. Ridiculously low, though, surely.
One would imagine.
Especially if
Yes.
it's fuel. It looks like the other coil is on the other side. Unless it's a mirror, of course.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you're quite right. Dual coil.
All right, next up.
Yep, next one.
Coil 2. It looks like a rug.
Looks like a rug. Honestly, can't remember what I put in here.
Are you zooming in?
I am so behind. Oh, yeah, this is just the... Every now and again, this guy does these macro shots, and I have no idea. I just like these extreme close-ups. That is ridiculously close up. So much so you can see the texture on the wire.
That's what the man refers to as wood.
I think that's referred to as rust.
Yeah, it looks like wood, but because you were zoomed in that close, you can see that the wire is not perfectly smooth.
Oh.
So yeah, no, I quite like these shots because that
wire isn't. The other wire is.
What?
It's zoomed into the same level, so the other wire is smooth, but that wire, which looked like wood, isn't.
Yeah, but you can see some texture on the metal wire as well. But yeah, you're right. It's obviously a different material, the one at the bottom. I would say it's a softer metal, whereas the smooth one is probably something like stainless. I don't know. But anyway, I like these extreme close-up ones. Okay, Mark's found another gadget.
That's definitely better.
Oh dear. Right. Do you want to save the?
Oh, I've deleted all the knurling already. So let's.
Oh, you've deleted all of those. So that's pretty much it then. So that's.
Oh, there is
top.
You've got
there is
one
a
called 20064963 _ 29961610473.
Yeah, there's that
Just
one.
the name in Klingon, Mark. Come on.
It looks like a dog with its neck that's been strangled.
Oh, it's awesome. This I have no idea. Martin sent me this.
Fucking horrific. I've seen that this week. That's been posted somewhere.
Have you?
And I remember
haven't
thinking,
seen it.
It looks like my dog. But when someone's wrapped
But to
his...
be fair, Mark, when we
fucking-
talk about utilizing side-by-side mods for anything else, solution right there.
That is actually quite a genius idea.
You keep dripping on the side-by-side mod.
Yeah. Why not? And you can, So it's quite a clever idea.
You know what this needs? This needs like the extra bottle that they made that you could put on tubes.
Yes.
Just underneath. Then you have
was-
a bong set up on a side-by-side.
Why
I
are we
was
still
just gonna
talking
say
about
that.
this? Next.
It's also got Nurkling on it. Did you notice? Nurkling. Nurkling on the top. Nurkling. No. Oh,
Gone.
come on. This is so cool. I like that.
It's
Wait, Chan,
horrific.
on a serious note, Chandler, when were we going to start the GoFundMe for Mark to get a fat?
No.
Yeah. Oh, God. No, not that either. Oh, okay.
Look at it. That is just wrong on every level of wrong. That is wronger. That is wronger than a big bag full of wrong things.
To be fair, of all the pointless things that you could get, this is probably. I mean, it does do a function. You can use a dripper on a side by side, but why the fuck would you use a dripper on a side by side?
That needs to get in the bin.
I'm with you there. It's someone's put some thought into it and gone, oh yeah, and has solved a problem that just did not need solving.
No.
Really.
Right, next, BB.
But it all matches up. It's the same color.
BB. Why did I put that one in? Oh, because they were all over the place.
Again, I love the tip, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I don't want any more than the tip. Any more than the tip would hurt.
It is. I am intrigued. Out of all of the billet pod borrow systems we've been going through, I am quite intrigued at this one.
What, the
It
Abyss?
does look. Sorry, yeah, it does look a bit of a faff because you've got to take the whole top plate off to get into it, haven't you?
I see no gaps. I don't believe that's real. I think that's
No.
a 3D render because there's no gap.
No gap at all. Is there?
No.
Is there normally a gap?
Yeah.
That's not a 3D
Mind
render.
the gap.
There are some out there that don't have the gap.
Yeah, they're flipping for thousands.
Yeah,
So rare.
she's got one
One out of
without
a
a
million.
gap. Hang on to it, Matt. Give it another 6 months. You can get triple what you paid for it. I tell you.
Triple 10 times.
10 times. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I just thought, yeah, they're getting posted around. So what we got next?
We have got something that's going straight in the bin because it starts with the word dot.
Oh yes. Oh, I should have gone back onto the dot website because I saw this. I saw this a week or so back. And basically, Dot have released a teaser photo.
So sorry. That says Dot Mod California. That's lies because they ripped everyone off in California. Anyway, carry on.
They moved, didn't they? Because they can't make vapable in California. Yeah, basically they are producing. They're going new item coming soon. Look, this is it, and this is the teaser photo that they've
That's
put out.
Swirled Nurkling. Oh, that's the new.
It's the new one.
Nurkling.
It's got swirled nurkling on it, which that was what first caught my eye.
Ben, take note. Swirled Nurkling.
Yeah. So some nice nurkling on the. Now I'm assuming that's the top of the Atty and that's a drip tip, because that looks like we're staring down a drip tip.
Is that the areola?
Quite possibly.
And the item is called the Bitty.
Which bit do I suck?
And there's that little bit at the top. I think that is a hint. I think it's like the dot mod, because they brought out this the dot mod was a tube, wasn't it?
Mm.
I don't know whether this is a rehash because that looks like that's a button at the top that's slightly out of focus. But yeah, so this basically this was all I had at the time. So let me just do a little bit of dot mod. Look at the website. Yes, I am of legal smoking age. I will accept. There we go. They've called it the dot stick. No, that's not it. Surely.
I mean, we have to decide something. Is it swirkling or swerkling? With an I or a U?
The swirly whirly.
There's definitely nurkling going on there.
There is a device on the website that's called a dot stick. But that doesn't look like. No, it doesn't look like it.
I know what it is. It's the dot sick.
Yeah. So I know they've released some Tiffany blue .AIOs
Of course they have.
and .AIO minis. Basically, it's turquoise.
Why has everyone renamed the color teal onto Tiffany blue? It's just teal.
But right, this is going back to when we had the shop. Everyone was like, "Yeah, bare Tiffany blue, it's sick as tits." Yeah. So you're buying loads of Tiffany blue, and no
Tiffany
fucker
blue.
bought them.
Yeah, no. Who would want what? Tiffany blue?
That's why people make pre-orders and make them pay before. What's that mean?
Right, next up we have eLeaf.
Oh yeah, I saw this on Instagram and went, "Oh, a new eLeaf mod."
What?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
short.
That is an eLeaf. I swear that is an eLeaf iStick. Is it not? Because that's what I thought it was.
I still say to this day, if they had made it 2 millimeters longer and then put a bottom plate on it and then put the battery from the bottom, it wouldn't have made a difference. It would still be very tiny, very comfy.
Yeah, no, it's the
Because condensation will come out, not even leaking from a tank, but condensation will come out and will go into the battery. And Matt even says stupid device.
But yeah, honestly, I saw that and thought, oh, iStick. And then I saw the Quadro logo. I went, oh, no, it's not.
Oh, iStick, just 20 times priced.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was just one of those things where I saw it and went, oh, iStick. I haven't seen
much
one of
were
those in years.
Were these like €400 or something like that?
They're not, yeah, they're something like that. I don't think they're quite that. I think they're about 300 something. Anyway, but whatever.
Next, we have the leak box.
The leak box, yeah. This was because this was launching. There was so this was the vaping biker was posting about the box. We've kind of covered it.
And that's the cubic RBA you see in there, which is
yeah.
made with that machine.
So you get a few different ones, don't you? You've now got those RBAs in there. That will take coils, some Nautilus coils, BP coils, and an RBA section. I think you have to buy the RBA one separately, don't you?
Yeah, you usually get them all separate, I think, but it also just takes the borrow tank. So,
but yeah, drop a borrow tank in, it fits. Not that Aspire actually published that on the website. They don't promote that. They want you to use their tank.
yeah.
Unsurprisingly. But yeah, so these are going to be appearing very, very shortly in stores and what have you, because Aspire are now launching them.
You know what? That looks quite small in comparison to the mix. That looks smaller than...
Nah, it's probably the same size.
I think it's probably similar, but yeah, it looks like, it does look like a mix with an extra with the borrow replaced where the side by side goes. Is that your mix?
Yeah.
Go on, show it. Bring it to the. You'll have to turn the other one off.
Take your vape snail and put it where the tank sits. Like on the side. Yeah, put it on the 510.
Yeah, but obviously the 510's gone, so it would drop down a little bit.
Yeah, but width-wise, it's not that off.
Yeah, it's not far off. It's good. It's bigger than a billet box, says Matt. Just. Yeah. There we go. So, yeah, spotted that.
Right. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke the reefer.
But
I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke a pipe. I don't smoke the reefer. Sorry, this is my reference to the pipe.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, but look at that. Is that not for a pipe mod? That takes... Because most pipe mods are 18350.
I'm not a big fan of the Nurgle glass, I've got to be honest.
And the mod itself is actually textured, isn't it?
Channel, he noticed.
Did he? He noticed. Damn it. I was just trying to slide that one in and see if he didn't notice.
But also the button is quite nice. The black thing you can see there's almost a hole that you then...
I've always thought, 18650 pipe never looks right. It's always a bit...
It looks like a flaccid donkey cock.
Yeah.
And you're experienced in that, or...
Oh, I am.
But I actually thought for an 18650, this didn't look too bad because like I say, most pipes are 18350, just to keep the form factor of a pipe.
Take off the top, take off the tank, and tell me it doesn't look like a bidet.
It looks like a loo. Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Unscrew the tank, and
it's a toilet.
It's a toilet. Yes, you're quite right. Oh God, you've ruined it for me. Next. Now I'm missing one. Have you got one that says dual as the first on the?
I've got Rob Remus's tip.
Oh, that one.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. What we got? What we got? Oh yeah, Martin sent me this, and I'm sorry. Oh, look at that drip tip. Now, if I know most people have said to me, "Oh, be careful, you'll have someone's eye out." Now, this is what a lecturer would vape because you can use it to point at the board.
Or point at people.
Yeah.
That's only if you have a pipe. You're only allowed to do that.
No, fuck it. With that drip tip, you could do it on anything. You can wave that around and point that at anyone. That is just, awesome.
Is it a DLC Trillium though?
Is that what it is? DLC Trillium?
I don't think they ever did one, did they?
No,
Yeah,
no,
rolls
I don't think so. Oh, but yeah. So there you go. Just big, huge knock-off drip tip. I've even looked on his website. He doesn't sell the bloody thing.
To be fair, I don't want to destroy this, but if you look at the tip of that, that looks like a catheter sex toy.
He didn't notice.
Look at the tip.
What?
Chandler would suck it.
That looks like a catheter. That is a sex toy. A sounding rod. That's the word I was looking for, Matt.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely know what one of those is.
Google it on Works Time.
Okay, yeah, we'll do. On their computer and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Right. No problem. Sounding rod.
But the mod's lovely.
It is, isn't
Go
it?
to the website called pornhub.com. Then you'll find a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll send you a link.
All right. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Cool. So there you go. You know what I'm like with my drip tips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I need
yeah,
one that size. I need one that size.
Right,
Just for
that's
the record.
it. Because I've seen KOTW 1, 2, and 3 and decided to pass on those.
No, there's another one. There's another one. Refresh the drive because there's another.
Oh, you've thrown another one in. Hang on. What's the name?
Dual parallel.
I don't. Honestly. Oh, yeah, I do. I was about to
You
say,
got it?
I genuinely don't have that, but I have.
Okay. Now
Whoa, smallest photo. Let's make it big.
I haven't been tempted to buy something in quite a long while, and I have been resisting all week putting an order in. This is new, brand new from Signature Tips.
So that's the dual battery clutch, or
Dual battery clutch.
Is that series or parallel? Mark?
Parallel. It's a. This is definitely a parallel. So yeah, Matt, I so want one. What got me though was on the Signature Tips page, I saw a lovely looking one that was black on the inside and red panels, and went, oh yeah, I'll have that one. And they don't do it. You have to buy a black one and a red one and swap the panels over. So Matt, if you want a red one, I'll trade you the black doors.
So you go in. This is what I used to do. I used to
Yeah.
Harlequin stuff. And
Yeah.
I used to buy one red, one black. In fact, no, I don't.
They're coming for you. I'm gonna say phone's going and everything.
That's what I used to do with those.
Yeah,
I used to buy a red and a black,
yeah.
red body, black audio, red tip, red button, and just
Mix and
they're
match
awesome.
them. Yeah. Now, to be fair, they come with two sets of panels. One set of panels is thicker than the other one. So, as standard, you can get a 25mm ATI on the top and it's flush. If you put the thicker panels on, you can get a 28mm ATI on the top and it's
But
flush.
It's so small and tiny. Why would you want to? To me, that needs a DNA board shoving in it. Single cell.
But they have done that.
No, they haven't.
Well, maybe not a DNA board, but some kind of board.
Have they?
The
Where
original
it
clutch,
doesn't
no,
look
the-
like with
all the-
grip, he waves it, but it's on the other end. They've done
No,
that.
all the clutches are.
They're all
Not
Mac.
it's not
Max.
called a clutch, but they've done one which has definitely.
Okay.
I can't remember the name.
75C.
No, exactly. See, 75Cs can all get in the bin. They belong in the bin. The 75C is the worst board ever, ever, ever.
It's called the Mono SQ.
I can get in
Right,
the bin.
there you go.
Right, let's
Mhm.
piss me off with
The only thing with that clutch is you have to have a screwdriver to change your batteries.
fuck
That's what's putting me off.
that.
Screwdriver.
Right,
I'm guessing
Merkel of the
the
week
OT
then.
clutch, it's just open. There's no pin down in the 510. It's just literally open.
The pins at the bottom are screws to the batteries. So you pop your batteries in, tighten up the contacts.
Yeah.
To,
Remember
to
in
do
the
it.
clutch, it was just an opening. The 510.
Yeah. Now this has got it is still it's still hybrid, but you've got a panel, you've got a metal plate going across to the two batteries. So yeah, there you go.
Right.
Wait, Mark, why did you delete that? We had a lot of knurled bell thing going on screen. Oh, there it is.
Look on the right hand side. Look at that RDA. Come on. Fucking have a
What?
word. that
Yeah,
is.
the one on the right is horrendous, and the one top left is kind of
Yeah, the
similar,
one-
but the other way round.
Yeah, but you're gonna hurt yourself more on the one on the left because they're actually
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. You're gonna stab yourself in the face. You're gonna have like puncture marks around your lips on that one.
And
Surely.
I've got to say another comment. That Red Astaire is going to crack that tank. Rightfully.
But
No, surely
you have
these are.
said, we have quotes on this. That one in the middle on the back, you actually like that. That was the one on the FEV that you liked. So
Yeah, but surely this is cut crystal, is it not?
no,
I wouldn't mind it if it was cut crystal.
it's not.
The fact it's made out of old Walker's crisp bags is and those drip tips are too long for those caps. What are they caps
No.
for? What are the caps for?
Nada.
Right, and that centre bottom drip tip. Can you imagine the E. coli that's going to collect?
It's a lip gunk magnet,
Oh, mate,
in it.
And
that's just wronger than a big bag full of wrong things. Next, Nurgle of the Week 2. Oh, fuck me.
Which one's this one?
The one with Cowpole.
The one with Calpol. Yeah, it's basically a close up of the one on the other photo with the red Astaire inside that's going to crack it basically. But yeah, look at that. I mean,
You see, I'd be impressed. You know, if that was glass, I'd be impressed.
Mm.
If that was glass, crystal glass that had been, yeah, I'd be all over that.
proper crystal glass.
Then
Someone's.
But then I'd drop it and break it, and then cut my lips, and it'd just be game over.
It would be sharp, even before you drop it, if it was crystal glass.
And finally, another Nurgle of the Week. Oh Christ, that's a bit big. Let's fit to screen. I'll recognise that.
There you go. This is actually mine. I haven't got it with me. That's my Squonk refill refill system that I've bought from Modmaker, modmaker.co.uk, and the dinky cuboid on the top, again from Modmaker.
I think I need to send some abusive PMs.
But look at the difference in the Nurgle. Look at the quality, because obviously the dinky cuboid, I think I assume he buys in, but I know that refiller is Rick's own design, so he's designed that and got that made. But look at the quality of that Nurkling on the Squonk refiller. It's just quality Nurgle, but that is there for a reason, because you are screwing and unscrewing that when you're refilling your squonking device. And before anyone says no, it's not, squonking is not dead, it is completely and fully alive. How do you stop the tube sliding around in the cuboid bottle? Get a bigger tube. No, I don't have any issue with the tube sliding around in the cuboid bottle. My other squonk bottles, when you pull them out, the tube comes with it. It pulls it out of the mod. With my cuboid, when I take it out of my mod, it leaves the tube attached to the mod, and the bottle just slides straight out, and I refill it that way sometimes, or I used to, but it can be messy. But yeah, it tends to. I didn't have any leaking. I don't have any leaking issues with it, but it does stay in the mod rather than pull off when you try and take it out.
Matt, you need to use more lube.
Yeah, that's what it is. If you have trouble slipping it on. Yeah. I love my cuboid though.
And there we have it. We made a week.
Yay!
Unfortunately, this will be the last ever Vape Talk UK. Look at their faces.
Until next week.
Until next week.
Perhaps.
I almost played along, actually. I thought, I know what he's doing. Nice one, Matt. What?
No, we're gonna keep going for now. We have had thoughts of, has it had its day? Have we? We've been going 5, 6, however many years we've been going, and whilst we're still having fun, we'll carry on doing it. But as soon as it stops being fun, then I'll sell the YouTube channel, and we'll. But no.
Who's going to buy it?
Hey,
We're gonna go to Vegas for the month.
Oh, okay, fair play.
Vegas.
Skeggy Vegas.
No, Vegas. That's the area in Scunthorpe.
Skeg Vegas. In
Vegas.
fairness, it's got the right amount of subscribers that makes it monetized, so it's actually worth money.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So if anyone wants to buy a YouTube channel, hit me up.
Okay.
So we were talking about arranging a meet after lockdown. So the fuck pig that was our Prime Minister has now extended that another 4 weeks. So
Yay.
Saw this meme where it says, "Congrats on having your second jab. You still can't go anywhere."
Yeah, so I think we are considering setting a date for the meet now. It's going to be at least February, just to be on the safe side.
You see, I was going with the 32nd of October.
Okay, yeah, that'd work.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
But no, we're actually planning up a meet. We've looked around the country to see what's central and what works for everyone else. And unfortunately,
we're going to Banff then.
Yeah, Birmingham seems to be the
Chris
point that
doesn't know yet, Chad.
Birmingham seems to be the point that we've agreed on. So we'll
Really? Have
Yeah.
we? Have we agreed? Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Did I
it's
miss
been-
out on something?
It's been agreed. It was,
Okay.
It was
Birmingham?
agreed on an after show or a Friday night or
Okay.
something like that.
Or a
So
Monday.
yeah, Birmingham is going to be our meet point. We don't know where. We don't know when. Mark agreed it. We all fucking agreed it. So yeah, we'll play it by ear. We'll give you more details. That is, if we want everyone to come, it might just be a host thing.
So don't tell Phil.
Do we get to go to Evolution Vape and everything?
We can go and see James if you want.
Yay!
But I was contemplating going to the nice side of Birmingham. Wait a minute, there's not one, is there?
Hey, I was born in Birmingham, me.
Were you really?
I was. It's great there, isn't it? Yeah.
You don't sound as though you're from Birmingham at all, mate.
You don't think?
No.
Oh, I can't do a Birmingham accent. That's...
Right, let's wrap it up, guys. See you in the after show. Those who want to join.
All right, let me just get the link and then I'll drop it in the stream chat. And then
It's
if you want-
lovely.
if you want to come and talk to us after the show, if you click the link, then it'll open
You're
up.
sounding more Welsh now.
No. You've got to right. Think about it. Right, Birmingham. It's really slow and it's like this. But if you speed it up a little bit, it suddenly goes all Liverpool.
Oh, fucking hell. Right, on that note, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for bearing with us. We're going to love you and leave you. We will see you in 5 or 6 weeks, no date. Adios, motherfuckers!
VTUK.